So from that regard, I understand, but where it makes sense is one, he's tried and true in this league and has had success. Two, he plays a style that honestly would be a pretty one-to-one comparison to Steve Trundle. And I don't mean that in like the negative sense. Like they're both pragmatic. If you remember the Atlanta team, they were able to, I would say, control games. Some people would say, oh, they played well with possession. No, I think they did what they wanted to do when they knew that it behooved them against opponents. So yes, they could play a possession game against lesser opponents, but when Tata really got them cooking and when they were actually able to make a breakthrough in the playoffs and then win MLS Cup was when he looked at sides that maybe also wanted to dominate the ball and said, fine, have it. Because guess what? I've got Miguel Almiron, I got Joseph Martinez, I've got Nagby, who's press resistant, and I will let you press onto our players. We will break your press and we will kill you in transition. Sounds a little bit like a team in Los Angeles. So I think that, again, if you're looking at it and you're looking at teams and coaching styles on like a spectrum, if you're saying, okay, LAFC is on the far side over here with Dolo, I don't like that. I understand. But the risk of trying to bring in a coach that is on the exact opposite pole, like full possession, Wilfred Nancy, the amount of changes both to personnel and philosophy that you're going to need, you're just asking for a lot of things to go wrong. And so if you're John Thornton, you're trying to like thread that needle and go like, well, who's a guy that can change this side? But also, I don't want to get rid of my entire roster. I still have a roster set up where I just re-signed a Tim Tillman. You know, I've brought in defenders and I brought in the type of players that play well in this system. Where can I get a guy that like he can integrate into this? Yes, he can throw some wrinkles. I'm not saying they're going to play exactly the same, but he's not so far to one side that I have to throw out every player that I brought in and restructure it just to please this manager. I did not say I was for it. I said it makes sense, and it makes sense they would be talking to him. I'm actually of the camp of the third option, in which Tata is close with another team, and his agent was like, you know, he's also talked to LAFC, so you might want to get moving, because I'm going to guarantee the team he's probably talking to is not as, let's say, exciting to coach, because pretty much other than a team that has Bawanga and Son, what's the like next most exciting team to coach? The one that he left before. He's not going to coach Messi, right? So every other team is kind of a downgrade. I think that his agent is basically saying like, we could go here. They like us too. And like, we should go there actually, because like you guys aren't as good as them. And I just think they're trying to push along other negotiations, but I could see them talking to LAFC, and LAFC should be talking to, even if you're against this signing, wouldn't you want LAFC to go out there and vet and talk to an MLS Cup winning manager and just get an idea of like what he thinks? I think it would be negligent if LAFC is not talking to someone like Tata Martino.